Once upon a time, in a land far, far away, in a place called Germany, there was a couple of brothers that wrote fables called the Brothers Grimm. And they wrote a fable called The Boy Who Cried Wolf. Now, the boy who cried wolf was a shepherd who was meant to look after the sheep, and if there was any wolves, he was meant to let the townspeople know that there was a wolf about so they could come and sort the wolf out, and the flock of sheep would be saved. The village people. Anyway, night after night after night, and he was starting to get sick of his job, and he was getting bored. So anyway, one night he got a bit of a shock. This is my version of it. He got a bit of a surprise. Ooh, dog! He thought it was a wolf. He ran down in the village. It's a wolf! It's a wolf! So all the villagers ran up, and by then the dog was gone. He thought that was pretty fun. You see him all run up there with the torches and pitchforks. So a couple of nights went by, did it again. This went on a few times. Eventually they're like, less and less people came up. Less and less people were worried about it. And then they're like, it's just full of shit. One night a wolf came and he ran down, it's a wolf, and nobody came. So he went up to try and save the sheep by himself. By the next morning, the little boy was eaten and all the sheep were dead.
New documents uncovered in the Epstein files claim President Trump warned the Palm Beach police chief about Jeffrey Epstein 20 years ago. At the same time, Trump's Commerce Secretary, Howard Lutnick, is coming under pressure over his links to the disgraced financier.
Newly released documents tonight say President Trump personally warned officials about Jeffrey Epstein decades ago. An FBI interview summary describing how President Trump called the then Palm Beach police chief to tell him, "Thank goodness you're stopping Jeffrey Epstein. Everyone has known he's been doing this." Adding people in New York knew Epstein was disgusting.
He kicked Jeffrey Epstein out of his Mar-a-Lago club because Jeffrey Epstein was a creep, and that remains true. And this call, if it did happen, corroborates exactly what President Trump has said from the beginning.
But President Trump said this in 2019.
No, I had no idea.
The former
Yeah. There's no sheep left, this is beef.